Alright, let's go ahead and get started. Switch on over. Yes, on fire. You are just in time. We are literally just getting started here. Also, Coolio, how are you, gentlemen? All your base belong to us. What you say? I imagine we're gonna see that movie on a lot on TV in the next coming month. We're talking about Jason, because it is gonna be that time of the month. We're gonna see a bunch of horror movies and stuff on TV, I'm sure. All right. We are going to finish this game tonight, guys. It definitely won't take another session. We're getting closer to the end. You got your principal observation next week. Oh, is it where the principal like observes your class for like a couple of sessions or whatever? I think I've heard of that being a thing. Here, let me go ahead and ranks you. Is there going to be a leaderboard that you get to see in like the teacher's lounge? Also, guys, I have to. I have a confession to make. I lied. I'm a big fat liar about this game, at least. I said before we weren't gonna get all the items. Fuck it, we're getting all the items. I know where the rest of them are, so we're gonna get them all. We're gonna get 100%. We're not gonna get it done in 3 hours, unfortunately, for the extra thing, but we're gonna get 100% of the items because it's really actually not too bad. We'll be able to get them all without having to go out of the way too much. That's right, we're down in here. All the specialists to school now are gone. Sounds like not a good time if they were all gone now. Yeah, we'll talk about the episode later, Captain M, but dude, there was one moment in the episode that that really fucking got to me. It's the part where he turns into the owl. Like, straight up turns into. That part was fucking awesome. Okay, we need to grab a few more things left in Meridia. And I already know which route I'm gonna go. So this will be not as floundery, hopefully, as the other parts have been, where I am like lost and confused and shit. You know what? We will come back and get that over here. Actually, I think I come from this way, right? Yes, I do. You just can't see it on the map yet. If you get all the items in 69 minutes, Samus shows up. That's like something that the kids at the on the playground would say. Like, oh, dude, I know a way to see Samus naked. You gotta beat the game in 69 minutes. Now this fucking room, this room's weird. Now normally we're supposed to have this like turtle thing. I forget how you're supposed to. Yeah, get up there. There's like a way to make him go upwards. Come here, you. Ow, well, don't hit me. There we go. And then there's that, which you then would grip to. But since we have space jump, we can just ignore that. Is it time for tea? Oh, you're the only specialist on campus now? Party of one. Jesus. Party of one. I'll tell you what. One is not a party. Now. Oh, I actually hit it. The only way you would know this item was here is if you were just randomly fucking shooting or power bombing, because look at this crap. It's just randomly stuck in a wall. That one is very easy to miss because it's literally just in a wall randomly, and it's not in a convenient position for you to like inspect. This is why when you're like playing it, you gotta use the X-ray scope and you gotta power bomb everywhere. God damn it! I'm trying to read the chat there. Dude, who didn't think Samus was hot? Who doesn't think she isn't right now? We can go up. I want to get the... Let's get the super missiles over here that I couldn't get to before. Now this guy right there, give you a hint. Right there you can see there's a space in the wall you can go through. Oh, I don't have the spring ball yet. You never got that one? It's one that's... Yeah, that missile pack is very easy to miss, because it's in a really... It's a weird spot. Do a Samus cosplay. When you can get people who do actual, like, full-on, like, the full suit and everything, like, that shit's awesome. Yeah, I don't understand. It's like, Nintendo, it's like, you know, they can sometimes get upset about that kind of thing. It's like, yeah, but sometimes you literally are the ones who's sexualizing them. Like, don't act like, you know, you're not. You can't have it both ways. We're going back up here because we missed a very simple missile pack. Completely forgot about this false wall here. Broke my run! Broke my run! Broke my foot! Now we're gonna have to loop through part of this twice because... let's see... Because we have to fall through some of the quicksand, and we have to fall through both ends of it. Dude, and that's a cosplay, Captain N, you don't see often these days, unfortunately. And it's really sad, too, because it's such an iconic character. It's like... I want to say I've maybe seen it once in real life. I'm trying to think if, for any of the conventions I've been to, if I've ever seen it. Maybe not. Japan, yeah, exactly. Like, come on, Japan, we know what you like. Between these two sand things that you can fall through, definitely go with the right side first, because we need to get the spring... Well, don't take the left one until you have spring ball. That's all I'll say for that. Also, don't... Get out of the sand. There. Jesus. Ouch. Now... There we go. Samus is a fuck... Yeah, right? It's like, dude, she's hot, she's a badass. She'll fucking blow your brains out. I don't have... I'm trying to jump when I don't have spring ball yet. I'm going to have it soon, though. Alright, these are the only two things in here. You get subscribers anonymous when you actually activate your affiliate stuff. Why can't I... Where's the hole in the ground? You only have that when you're an affiliate. I hit affiliate status forever ago. I never bothered to do the stuff because I saw you had to, like, fill out some, like, tax information or whatever, and I was just like, I just couldn't be arsed at the time. Supposedly it's actually not that bad, and also I had no, like, real need or desire to. But, I might do that real soon. And just kind of finally get that shit activated. Now that we have the space jump, if I can get my ass up in there. Luckily, this is the kind that doesn't grow back. Get up in there, thank you. Yeah, a lot of you guys have been around for forever, son of a bitch. I might have to powerbomb. I don't know, you might have mentioned that before at some point, Captain N. I can't quite remember anymore. It's been forever, man. Feels like forever, at least. Alright, screw you guys. Screw you guys! Oh, now this guy, you could obliterate him, but then nothing happens. So you actually don't want to kill that guy. He does come back, right? Okay, he comes back. You actually, like, don't want to shoot him. Instincts are to kill him, but what you actually want to do is waste time because you forgot. You need to powerbomb the wall for him, And now the slow process of just letting him slowly clear the way. I've only dressed up a few times, and they weren't like one cosplay was decent, but it was in a, I think I mentioned it before to you guys. It was in a tuxedo though. Being in a tuxedo in the middle of summer in LA is not fun. Being outside fucking sucks. You want to be inside somewhere that's air conditioned. It's Dwight from The Office. Shack Tool, there you go. Yeah, that's right. That's what his name is. Shack Tool. And as soon as it gets the last block, obliterate him. His job is done. Oops. What the hell am I doing cosplaying LA at 26? Is that how old I was? I can't remember. It's forever ago since I actually went to the Anime Expo. Or Lester from GTA. Alright, so we got the spring ball. Which is, I mean, it's neat, but it's like, it's not necessary, and you don't really get to use it that much. But it does help for, the other room that we're going to. You may actually fall on it. Wow, he hurts a lot. I just realized also he's sapping my energy. I'm about to say sapping my sentry. This isn't TF2. Shack Tool, sapping my sentry. Oh, I didn't get that reference, but that honestly might have been around the age that I was at, Coolio, which is why it just fit. Dude, those paparazzi, man, they won't leave you alone. The only paparazzi that I like is from, what's her face's, song? Paparazzi. God, I'm blanking out on her name now. Why am I blanking on her name? Somebody help me out. Poker Face. Who does the poker face? Lady Gaga, thank you. My brain's completely turned off, and I was like, yes, Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga's kind of weird, but I don't care, and I like her. I like a lot of her songs, so I like Lady Gaga. It's just kind of weird when she does things like dress up in a dress of meat. You might have mentioned On Fire. There's a lot of bad shit on TV. I'm also just save real quick just to make sure. I don't want to have to deal that crap again. Poker face. I don't think that's how the lyrics go, Coolio. That's like the explicit version. Dude, I watched the shit out of Friends back when I would not fall off platforms. When it was on TV. Wait, it is? Are you serious, Coolio? Are you pulling my leg? Alright, we need to fall through the other side, and then that's pretty much it for Meridia. I mean, it's probably still reruns, but, I mean, they recently had the Friends reunion, like a special episode or whatever. I didn't watch it, but I imagine that show is still, on reruns and all that. God damn it. Really gonna make it annoying for me to get back up. Howdy, nerds. Hey there, Piggy. Good to see ya. Need to go up and right one more time. Are you Monica or Ross? Dude, Ross's character was such an idiot. He blew it so many times with Rachel. It's like, come on, dude. We were on a break! I love the sound those things make when you bonk them around. Nope, nope, don't want to fall in. On this side. Yeah, you're right, on fire. We were just talking about that, Piggy. He's gonna be Dwight. Now here... I think, is this why you want... This is why you, like, kind of, like, need the spring ball, so you can fall through like that. Which is not what I wanted. Because you need to be able to bounce off this thing. In the reunion, she does say they want to break. Really? There we go. Spring ball behind Ridley. Okay, I think that's everything in Meridia. That one strip of blue, there's nothing in it. You, from the far right side, you fall through the sand. That's where you come out. I'm not gonna bother going through there because there's no point to it. But it's worthless. Trust me. Is it what? Okay, because I was gonna say that kind of sounded like that, Coolio. It's like, oh boy, the spring ball. Gotta get that. Now we're done. We're technically done with Meridia, but I am gonna go back through one more time to get to the next place that I want to be. It's just the best for routing and saving time. For at least for what I need to get left. And I'm just kind of saving just to be safe. I got reserve tanks, but I've just been like sacking my health a bunch. Oh my, she found a target shot glass. Please tell me you got it. How did that become a thing anyways? Fucking... I can't even remember, guys. What game was I playing where Target became a thing? And we're not talking about the fucking department store. What? It was something during the 30-minute games, but my brain, we played too many games now. Dynamite Heady. Okay. That weird ass game. I know, Coolio. I said before, I definitely want to jump back in, especially since you mentioned that I can turn my settings to be easier if need be for me without affecting anyone else. I do think one day I'll be able to get back to that, at least for another go at it. Also, this room here that I was like, why? There's nothing even in here. I completely forgot. This is what it's for. Alright, we're not gonna fill up on everything. I'm wasting time. So this is the one-way connection to here. And then now, I wanted to come this way because there's an item right below me that I missed. Back down in here. When I thought that there was supposed to be something else, I had some feeling about it. Turns out I wasn't wrong. You're gonna shop at Target! If you just walk in the store and be like, I like shopping at Target! My favorite store is Target! They'd look at you like you're weird. Like, but, sir, are you alright? Yes, I am fine. I just like shopping at Target. So here you need to powerbomb behind them and ta-da! You sent... Okay, I'll take a look at it later, Piggy. Cause I gotta see that. Nobody else would get that joke but us, but it's fine. We have our own inside jokes. You You feel like a morph ball around. You feel like a roly-poly, as everybody called them as kids. I think kids universally called those little things roly-polies. They have an actual name, but we just call them roly-poly. Ouch. Ouch. God damn it. Yeah, I'll look at it later. I don't have Discord up right now. Also, I'm busy getting eaten alive. God damn it. It tickles. There's not enough room for me to get through easily. Where am I going? I'm going down. It's that blue space. That's where the X-ray scope is. Although it's kind of really late to be getting it now. Though I suppose if you were item hunting for stuff you didn't know, it'd be handy. Did I go? I went too far. I went too far! Okay, now this was the one. Okay, I came in here before, but I didn't have the grappling hook. You might be able to finagle this room with just ice beam, but I just didn't want to bother because this whole section here would be a pain otherwise. It's like I just ouch, ouch, my feet. If she stops at shops at Target. You can't tell if you're losing your shit or your sanity or yeah, let's just go with both. You and I both actually. So to use the X-ray scope, switch to it and then hold your dash button, which is normally like A. So it's kind of like, okay, well, how do I get out of this room? Ah, okay, I see. So if you've never played this game before, like this is how you can find 90% of the items if you haven't for any that you haven't come across. The rest you can generally powerbomb your way to just finding them. The X-ray scope can't show you everything like this platform or this thing that I made rise up, but it at least can get you there for anything that's just straight up hidden. I switched to the I switched to the X-ray scope, not the grappling hook. There's a store. There's a place in your city that's the word bagel plastered on the storefront repeatedly. What? Do they serve bagels there? What? Why bagels? Oops, I killed one. Oh well. It's fine, we're leaving here anyways. Also, there should be an energy restoration down below, so we'll be fine. Only humans shop at Target! Bots don't shop at Target, right? Or maybe they do. Yo, what's up, kick-ass? Almost didn't see you there with the text. I think you're sharing color with somebody. It's fine, I'll leave it. Don't worry. All we did so far, kick-ass, that you missed was well, you can't see the map. Well, actually, I grabbed a few extra things here in Brinstar, including the X-ray scope, some missiles, and then everything in Meridia. Oops. So Meridia is done. I wish I could actually like point on the screen where we kind of went through, but I know, and I said it before to kick-ass. The blue section in the very center, there's nothing there. I didn't show falling through into that hallway because it's a waste of time. There's nothing in there. Meridia is cleared out. I mean, they could be programmed now to say that. They're getting better these days, man. They're not perfect, but it's one step closer to Judgment Day. Then we're gonna need Arnold's help. Dun 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 dun. First, it starts with bots saying and then suddenly Skynet takes over. Oh, Also, we missed a... I missed a simple missile pickup in this frickin' place, which I really shouldn't have missed. I gotta come all the way back for this crap. I never actually got to play those games on Fire. I've heard that they're good, but hard as shit. Here. Ta-da! That one we could have gotten, even without power bombs. At least I'm pretty sure. I think it was just regular bomb spaces. And then it just kicks you out down here. Okay, so now Brinstar technically has a little bit, but we can't get back to the other section without the wave beam, which we're going to be getting in Norfair here. Getting PTSD from the slidey ass controls. But it's Star Wars, man. You just gotta use the Force. And then join the dark side, because the dark side's way cooler. You get Force Lightning. You got your CT scan results back. It's not a tumor. It's half and half, right, Coolio? It's good that it's not a tumor, but you also want to know what it is, right? So it's like, okay, great, you know, it's not a tumor, but tell me, Doc, what the hell is it? Because clearly it's something, right? You don't want it to be bad, but you want to know what it is, because at least when you know what it is, then you can start dealing with it, right? They can start fixing and helping. Dark side's where all the fun stuff happens. What kind of fun stuff we talking about on Fire? Is it stuff that those on the light side won't engage in? Is it not allowed? Is it against the code? Is there a code? The Jedi code, maybe? Kylo Ren made it uncool. How dare you? Yeah, there was that one where Darth Vader turned to a scorpion, which I don't know what they were on when they decided to do that, because that just literally makes no fucking sense. Now, don't run too fast here, because I fell through this last time. Another item where... You son of a bitch. No, you motherfucker. Shit! Shit on me! No! I hate so much. Alright, we have the space jump, though. You can make it with quick jumps. Motherfucker. I just had to be in the way. Alright. You can make it with quick jumps off the things, but it's better if you just... You mother of a fuck! Wow, this sucks. Whoever put this here is an asshole. What's an easier way for me to... Seriously? Space jump? Come on. Space jump, please. Why are you broken? Alright, these motherfuckers gonna die! I want to say you might be able to shine spark... Can you shine spark in from the... Seriously, space jump? You need to work, please. I am not going to infinite bomb jump my ass up there. Fuck that. I just have to get over there before it... There! I was missing it by that much of a, of a second. Just... Alright, we got the damn missile. It's another just really weirdly hidden one. Like, because you fall, like, instantly, you never get to check there. Yeah, in the Rambo game, the guy turns into a frog too, which I'm sure there's some meaning behind it, something in Japanese that makes sense to them, but not to us. Okay. We got that. We need to... Alright, we're gonna go all the way to the right. We're gonna get our damn wave beam, which we should have had a while ago. This was something we actually could have gotten early if I didn't suck. Forget having, like, the actual thing for getting it, the grapple beam. Hey, any gameplay or any playthrough can be a speed run, kick ass. It just doesn't have to be a good one. It's like, this is a very bad speed run. It's like, yep, but... Yeah, that's right, the power grip, I played like, what, like an hour and a half or whatever, like a zero mission for you guys during that one test stream. Does this hurt me? Okay, no, this one doesn't hurt me. With this, with both suits, this doesn't hurt. Spikes will still hurt though. Yes, slow percent. Oh, you speedrun Super Metroid? What category do you run? Slow percent? That's not a category. It is now! I'll be the first one to do it. Instant world record. So last time we were here, which was like forever ago, more towards the beginning, I was trying to do the wall jump off this down here, but I sucked at it. Which, I guess technically now, I don't even need a grappling hook because I can just space jump across. We were this close to getting the fucking wave beam. And I'm so mad about that. We were literally here and I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't hack it, man. So now with the wave beam, you get... It's kind of like, well, now it goes through walls, but also it gives you double the beams for weapons like plasma. And then... Where's the false floor? There we go. Anybody could speedrun that. All the records for that game would just be tied, though, because it's just you mashing the button through all the pictures or whatever. It's like, ta-da! It's done. Making sure, okay, yeah. Top left. This is another one we could have gotten to if we didn't suck. Suck like that. Oh god, Zelda CDI when? Never. Maybe someday, when I want to torture myself. But there's more. It's like the TV infomercials. But wait, there's more. So that will help get you up there. Or you can just spring ball up. Oh, I can just run through this. Now, so like I'm ignoring that intentionally. So like, oh, reserve tank. But also look, one of the platforms, it's just a hidden missile tank. They hide stuff literally everywhere. Literally, the shit you're walking on could be an item, and you just don't know. That one, at least, you can accidentally kind of discover by shooting around. That one's not too bad, because you can easily come across it by mistake. It's just funny how the way they hide some stuff. God, fucking... Everybody knows the plumbers don't wear ties. In order to play the game, you need to take your damn clothes off. Alright, we got that. And now we're going to head into Lower Norfair. And... Can I go this way, or do I have to go down one? I gotta go down one. I'm gonna be notifying your principal on fire that you're insane. The principal's gonna be like, "Sir, have you gone mad?" And you're like, "No, you have." You want to see me play Danganronpa? Okay, just making sure I'm heading back the right way. Note, to view this scene, you must be over 18, or whatever the thing it says. But on the box, it says you gotta be 16! Filthy liars! That kind of protection wouldn't work in a lot of other situations, like... Well, I guess even websites, right? When they ask you, like, are you 18? You're like, why, yes I am. They're like, sure you are. We believe you. Wink. Oh, these guys hurt a lot. Alright. I'm gonna freeze you so you stop. You talking about happy endings on Fire? What kind of a teacher are you? Think of the children. You've been over 18, or you've been 18 ever since you were 13. Wow, kick-ass. The truth comes out. I knew it. Now, this is not the way I want to go. I'm just clearing it on the map. Do you like the Lower Norfair theme, Magus? Is that the best one? Sex End teach. Sex End. What do you teach, Sex End? You mean Sex Ed? No, Sex End. As in, after this, you're never gonna need another class again. This is the end. Here's another one of those weird statues, which, needs to hold on to your balls. I guess just one ball singular. He knows she wants him. We know she wants him. But does John know she wants him? No, because John's an idiot. It is a really good theme. It's kind of like, okay, you're in Norfair, and then you come down here and you're like, oh, the music changed. Like, yeah, because you're in Lower Norfair, bitch. Home of Ridley. Prepare to die, motherfucker. Oh, don't be fooled. They're trying to trick you. Santa says balls. She's got balls of steel. See, they trick you with a false floor, and then it closes. So if you don't grab that the first time through here, you gotta loop around just to get it. It's so annoying. And also, here on Fire is the boss you had mentioned before. And you want him to show what he thinks of my super missiles. It's like, watch this. Oh shit, take a super missile. Wait, don't make me a liar. Oh look, he catches it. It's actually pretty funny, he catches it. But if you spam him, he can't block them all. He can only catch so many. He's only got 2 hands. Just keep loading him up with missiles. I could try to dodge, but fuck that. We got 40 super missiles. We're gonna use them all. And then up here, try to hide some more goodies from us. This will replenish some of the ones we just used. You imagine the power suit is not made of steel. Yeah, it's tougher than steel. I like saying steel. And then, ta-da! It's the screw attack. I kept thinking that you get this behind Ridley, but no, you get it here. And so now you have the most overpowered weapon in the game, even better than the plasma. Because this just rips through pretty much anything and everything. And we get a nice replenishment. Dude, coming down into Lower Norfair with only 1 energy tank, it's like, oh shit. It's like, guess what, bruh? You're fucked. He's got 2 hands, but he was like right-handed or whatever. He's not very good with the other. Also, freezing is not good for these things. Now, what I'm gonna do to make my life easier I'm gonna get back some of my super missiles. If I can jump correctly. Alright, if I actually would make contact with all of them, I could get my missiles back fairly quickly. How did I not land on that one? Luckily, all they're gonna drop from me are the super missiles, so just spend like 2 minutes here, refill. If I can do it like that, it'll be faster. You were trying to not... Were you doing, like, one of the low energy runs? Like, what's the lowest you need to do Super Metroid? Especially if you're doing, like, the Hell run without the suit in Norfair. There's, like, a section where you need, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 energy tanks, something like that minimum, to, like, make it through. If I can actually get them all, it won't take that long. I've never done a challenge run for that. I was never that good at Super Metroid. No, but that's actually a good point, Captain. Remind me, guys. I need to show what it looks like when you die, because we haven't had that yet, and I do want to show that, just so we have everything included. Slug percent. I am not a slug. Thank you very much. I prefer sloth. It makes her genetically incompatible. Doesn't that just mean that she would have to find, oh, I think we're full now. She just needs to find someone who's like her. Someone else who's got Chozo DNA. Why am I trying to shoot it like this? Give me my missile back. Lowest you did was 6 or 7. That's not too bad. I mean, it's definitely lower than what you normally would have, but it's not like doing like a Zelda run where you only have the 3 base hearts. Like those are especially crazy. We'll loop around. She does. That's what I mean. But I haven't shown that off yet, Captain N. I just want to show it just to include it. For like, especially for like, for Kick-Ass who hasn't seen this game before. He's never like, well, he may have seen the animation somewhere else, but just for that reason alone, I also want to show it. The death animation is very like, I feel like it's also a very iconic thing. Everybody recognizes it and knows it. Right now, it is like here. There we go. Now look at this room. Everyone always makes it looks like the shape of a Mickey's head or a heart. I think that's what I've always seen this room referred to as. It's shaped like something. It's like it's got the Mickey ears. Have you actually done a Zelda 1 3-heart run, Magus? That's something that I don't think I'd ever actually attempt. You've done 3-heart swordless? Dude, fuck that. I know you love a challenge, though. More than I would go for. Missed opportunity for a Mickey voice. Oh, I do that all the time. Oh. Wait. I'm gonna go down. Oh. Got a powerbomb. Alright, so I went, we got everything through there, we looped. Now we go back up. Oh yeah, that's that's his death animation, right? Where and then he just like poofs away when Link dies. Like hell. do some goof. I know Piggy doesn't like the goofy voice though. Gosh. Just a little. Oh. This is a room where we just gotta go, go, go. We'll just jump on the platforms. See, with the screw attack, you literally don't have to shoot at much else. A lot of it you can just spin through. Just spin to win! Now we want to go... We want to go down. Wow, okay, these guys... They take, even with plasma, these guys take a lot. See, one screw attack and they're dead. It's just that much more powerful. It was your first full YouTube playthrough. Oh, was it on a different account? Did you just, like, delete it? Yeah, the screw attack, you get it so late in the game, but it's a nice thing to have so that if you're going back through and finding items and such, it kind of makes sections faster because you can just literally plow through. I was wondering when you would spin for us, Mr. Kennedy. I always say it, guys, someday I do want to do a playthrough of RE4 for you. I mean, and for myself, but it's RE4, baby. I'm waiting for something, and then I can do it, finally. And I'm not talking about the so rumored remake or whatever. I'm talking about the original. It was deleted as part of a channel reset. Okay. Oh! Mr. Kennedy. Oh my god, I never... You just ruined it for me, On Fire. It's not exact, but you know what? They're close enough to where, yeah, I can totally see. He's now Forever Cutman, and vice versa. Oh god. You ruined it for me, Mr. Kennedy. No LJN. Burn it to the ground. Now these guys, they're real assholes. These guys, you cannot damage while they're in their current form. You have to bait them in a really weird manner so that they turn golden, and then they become vulnerable. There's like... Usually kind of like getting them in a position like that and then jumping straight up is usually what I find works. They're only vulnerable when they're gold like that. It's not hard, it's just super annoying. But if you'd actually pull out your weapon, there we go. Oh, I shot that one. Oh, that one wasn't flashing. Okay. You know, they do kind of look like Zor. Well, because they're mantises. All they need to do is spew out insults to space ghosts, and then they totally be Zorak. And then all we need is Moltar and Brack. We'd have the whole gang. I don't know if you can screw attack them when they're gold. Maybe, but I feel like with the way you have to jump to trigger like their gold form, I feel like it's just you're better off just shooting them anyways. All right, guys, you ready? It's Ridley time. I'm coming for you, Ridley! Suddenly a Ridley appears. What's the strategy? Light the fucker up with missiles. Preferably of the super variety. If you would stay on screen, you bastard. Oh no, he's got me. Oh, he's doing his suicide. Okay. When you damage him enough, he'll go for that, he'll grab you, and then he just like suicides. Or you can just damage him outright and not get grabbed, and he will eventually die all the same. I actually don't get that that death animation too often, so. Now, remember, he had the baby Metroid. And this was its container. Hey, look, we're the Metroid now. But there's no Metroid in here. But there's an E-Tank. Which means we have a Metroid on the loose. I know if I'm coming for you, baby. I'm coming for you, Benny. You know, it's all the tomato, tomato, potato, 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 tomato. Another boss with nightmare-inducing screams. I know. Ah! It's fucking screeching at you. Oh, you know what? I'll have to show it off. I'll show it off at the ship. Oh no, don't I have to be damaged so much? How do I do the Crystal Flash? I think I have to have low enough HP and a certain number of items. Bro, can you look that up? Or Coolio, you might know off the top of your head. Somebody had mentioned it before. How do I do the Crystal Flash? I want to show that off. I don't know if I have enough super missiles for it, though. Alright, my brother's looking it up. While you do that, I'll farm up, super missiles? Hello? Super missiles? You gave me one earlier, thank you. Because you need a certain number. This will be a good place for me to show it off, because I think you have to have low enough HP for it to work. And I can just burn myself down in the lava here real quick. Because I'm never going to get to show it off otherwise. And it's like there's nowhere in the game, as far as I recall, that teaches you how to do it. Much like a lot of other things, you just kind of like, fucking, I don't know, call Nintendo Power, I guess. Okay, so for the sake of not botching anything, I'm going to make a save state here just in case I whirly whiff it. I don't care if I'm using that. I'm going to damage myself in the meantime, because he says I have to also empty my reserve tanks. I just remember that this is a good area to kind of show it off because the lava's here. It's just as a safety, kick-ass. So what if I'm cheating? I'm not... Just because I'm making the save state doesn't mean I have to load it. It's only cheating when I load the state. I can make saves all I want. If I don't load them, it's like they never happened. It takes a long time to die by this. There's a button combination you have to do, along with having enough of the items and whatnot. Exactly, saving in case of the moonlight bug. Now, okay, so it requires less than 50 energy, 10 or more missiles, super missiles, and bombs. Okay, so I'm gonna get my HP low. And you set off a power bomb while holding some buttons, and then you do the Crystal Flash. Alright, now I'm gonna make a save state, just for safety. This, I need this to work now, because I completely, obliterated my health. Super Bomb, hold LR down fire. Okay. There we go. Now it consumes the missiles, the super missiles, and the power bombs, and it heals you, but only when you're down to that critical state. It's a cool technique, but where would you learn it? I have literally no idea how anyone would ever find that besides Nintendo Power or a cheat guide or something. Also, screw you guys. I don't have to kill you again. Yeah, it's really it's actually a neat technique if you're doing like a special run with like lower health or limited items or whatever. I've seen it used before in a run where like to make it through a section, you know, like without the Various suit, say you got to do this, and you have to then do a crystal flash to recover energy because you just won't have enough otherwise. They hint its existence in the demo, but you would never know how. Okay, that is true. You do see it in the demo if you let the game intro play and let it kind of like demo through stuff. You do actually see her perform it. So I guess technically that gives you a hint that there's something in the game like that. But I feel like that's something you would never guess. I mean, it's power bombing when you have a certain number of items at certain health. And you hold some buttons. It's nothing crazy, right? But I don't know. I just feel like I don't know if anyone would ever find that through random experimentation or not. Because I don't think I ever would have found it as a kid. Also, I just realized what you were talking about on fire. Yeah, you're talking about this. Yeah, it's very good that it died here. It's gone for good. We'll never see it again. Okay, go up. Right. I don't know why I'm shooting that when I should just screw attack through. Yeah, man, those Metroids, they're just too fragile. Couldn't be helped. Alright, now this fuck. Get him out of the way. Take damage because I don't care, because there's an E-tank. Also, I'm going to totally screw attack through that fly right there. You need 11 months performance because you spend one undoing it, but yeah, it consumes 10, 10, 10. Ten, 10, 3, 2, 1. I think power bomb, but we can't reach from this side. We gotta loop around. That looks suspiciously like one of the spam numbers that's been calling me, Coolio. Was it you? 1-800-COLLECT. I was trying to remember, Captain, and all those other ones, right? Like, those services were always advertised back in the day, but, I mean, like, they're not needed anymore. You'd see those commercials all the time, though. Also, I didn't start my timer, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna finish the game tonight anyways. I think this one? Nope. Is it the very top one? Alright, it's the very top one. Now this... Alright, first of all, hold up. This is where the X-ray scope can actually come in handy. So then you can be like, aha, I see. There we go. They found a way to contain the Metroid without violence, and now the galaxy is at peace. Oops, I still have the thing. 310, 30 is the number for Greco pizza? Gecko pizza? Hold up. Let me check again. I got that. I'm making sure that I'm not missing anything. I do not want to have to come back down to Lower Norfair because I'm stupid. Alright, there's missiles to our far left. Wait a minute. Is it here? There it is. Early Halloween. No, not early Halloween. The mood has got to be right. It's got to actually be the month of, or in my case, like the day before the month of. Sarah Station, but but the station blows up, right? Or no, timeline-wise, this would be before it, wouldn't it? Wait. No, Fusion's after. Alright, I got the missiles. I think that's everything. Wait, can I screw attack through this? Yes, I can. I think that's everything in Norfair. Got the wave. I went through all of there. I think that's everything out of Norfair. I think is it this Friday? Is it this next one? We're actually gonna, because I usually have movie night with some of the guys, and I think we're gonna start watching with the first Halloween movie. Oh, you know what, bro? You're right. I could show that off, couldn't I? Let me do this before I make a mistake. I'll show that off. I'll show that off at a certain point. I'll use that state just for convenience, just to show it off. Dang it. Station is salvaged to some extent. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Alright, we're gonna go back through Brinstar now and grab, like, 3 things we missed. Samus being the unlucky byproduct. You calling Samus a monster? I am the monster now. It's the last time we get to hear the Brinstar theme. So this we can actually go through now because we have the wave. Fuck. Get up. And then get down! Yeah, I mean, the Chozo really did fuck up. They may have helped you and given you the power suit and everything, but, they did cause some of this. You're too up to get down? Or are you too down to get up? thought they were the chosen ones. Yeah, the chosen to fuck it up. They chose poorly. I think at some point I might play Fusion as well. I like Fusion also because it's got a different vibe to it than this one. Like I feel like generally kind of like a scarier environment just because you're constantly being hunted. Right now, before we couldn't get through here because we didn't have the wave beam. And I know where the last energy tank is. We will have to go back to the wrecked ship, because like a big dummy, I missed 2 easily obtainable items. I knew it didn't feel right when I looked at the map. I felt like I was missing something. But at the time, I was like, I'm not going to get everything anyways. But it's like, you know what? We're close enough to being able to 100% now. It's like, fuck it. We're going to go back and get it. It'll be real easy, too. Here, we needed power bombs. Oh, wait. Nope. You can see the little nub that was sticking kind of in the ground there. And that's everything out of Brinstar. Everything that's actually obtainable. And we're gonna leave just those little 2 blue squares. Just for kick-ass. Did it for you, buddy. I gotta know, On Fire. You know a lot more of the lore and all that stuff. Are you reciting this from memory, or do you have the wiki up? Don't lie. My OCD! Memory? I'm not surprised. You should teach it as a class, On Fire. Teach it fucking Metroid lore and history and shit. Give the students extra credit. The only reason it takes 2 shots for these losers is because I'm using the ice beam still. Without that, they'd insta-die. I mean, I think they insta-die even with the base weapon, but still. Complete overkill. Now here is something we missed that we couldn't get originally, because powerbomb door. Kids don't care. They don't even know what a Metroid is. It's true. They probably wouldn't know, right? Oh, wait a minute. I need to... Gotta freeze. Boom! Super missiles. I think that's all the super missiles. I think we're maxed on missiles, powerbomb, and then there's 2 items left, and they're both in the wrecked ship. Use our beam for the last time. Oh god, teaches Zelda history class. Today, kids, we're gonna learn about the Zelda timeline. First, let me say this. It's fucked. God damn it. I don't like how when something's frozen, you can't screw attack through it. I can rip through it when it's normal, but just because it's encased in a little bit of ice, I can't suddenly rip through it with my all-powerful screw attack. Makes perfect sense. Oh, baby. I know, 230 missiles. And I know where the last missile and energy tank is. Save stating just cause. Oh yeah. So now we're gonna head over to the wrecked ship, and we're gonna have 100%, guys. Not 100% map, but 100% items. The timeline for the Puppet Master movie is more confusing. Does it have split timelines? Does the Puppet Master go back in time as a child, and then forward as an adult? I mean, it's Link in, you know, in any of the games, really. Excuse me, in any of the games, Link is just some dude. He just like then finds that it's like, oh, you're the fucking hero of time and shit, and it's like, I'm just a dude. It's like, no, you're gonna save us all. It's like, okay. Yeah, you'd mentioned that they don't go in order. Laziness. Yeah, but he doesn't know that. Link Link doesn't know in like any of those games half the time that he's the hero of time. To him, he's just a guy. He's just living his life, and then he always gets dragged into those situations where now he has to save the princess and shit. There we go. Energy tank. Oh, that's right. I guess technically, it's not always the same Link, right? It's always just like, what, Descendants and all that? It's like the bloodline. But it's always the same Ganon that keeps coming back. Barge into the house, break their pots, open their chests. He takes whatever he wants. But I've always said, he's the fucking hero of time. It's like, yeah, he is taking stuff, but he's the fucking hero. People should be giving him shit. On the one hand, he shouldn't just be taking people's stuff, but on the other hand, everyone should be like, oh, you're here to save us? Fucking here. What do you take what you need? It's not even a bloodline? What is it, just... Someone just, it gets bestowed on them, you are now the hero of time. Also, we have all the items now. So we're gonna head back to the ship. I'll show off the death. I'll load the save state, who cares? I'm gonna show off the death for just convenience. Some of the Nintendo lore is, I don't know, I guess, like, Mario, isn't Mario fairly straightforward? There's no real, like, well, I guess once you start introducing the baby Mario and Luigi, when you introduce the time machine games and all that, I guess maybe you'll get a little more confusing there. What do you mean I don't have 100% yet? He doesn't clean up. He literally will walk in, break all the pots, take all the shit, and then just fucking walk right out. That's the big question on Fire. That's the question that everybody asks. Where did Baby Bowser come from? If you finish the game right now, the game will say you have 99%. Are you sure about that, bro? So I got something, because pending time, I want to show you guys something after we beat the game. Like 2 things I want to show off. So we have all the items, all the reserve tanks, all the energy tanks, all the missiles, super missiles, power bombs, and then the grappling hook and the X-ray. Now what I'm going to do here is, I'm going to make a save state, because I'm going to use this to show off something later for you guys. So I'm going to make another one here to move it over. Let me show you guys the death right now. I'm loading the save states for convenience. So here's the death animation. That's not a good look at it. She's down below. Let me show up by getting hit by an enemy. You guys can't really see it from there. I mean, you kind of saw, but look. Let me give you a better view. Yeah, I blew it. What do you want? Alright, here. You can get a closer look. You filthy gamers. Ah! Game over. Try again. Okay, now we're cheating in loading state. Alright, let's head over to Turin. She does. She takes her damn clothes off. More like they explode off of her. Blow up your damn clothes. Take your damn power suit off. It is a nice animation. You get a little sneaky peek at her. So now this door that I haven't gone in this entire time, this is why I ignored it. This is the way to the final room, or the final area, but you can see all the bosses we killed. That was Kraid. Fantoon. Not Bot... Is it Botwoon? Or which one was that one? I always got that one mixed up. On Fire, you said the name before, and then Ridley. Once all the bosses are defeated, it triggers this sequence, which opens up the final area. I believe in terms of speedrunning, there's no way to, 1, skip this animation, and 2, I don't think you can get by it if you haven't killed all the bosses. I'm not 100% sure. Dragon. And then now the bestest best music in the game. Even better than Lower Norfair. Check out this music, guys. The sound of just like, it's just bubbling farts. Yep, we're getting there, Captain N. It's coming. But there's one more obstacle kind of in our way. Okay, when it gets to that part of the music. But the bubbling, farty noise. Now, oh wait, I should show off. I froze it immediately. So now we have... Oh my god, it's a Metroid! Get it off me! Ah! Kill it with power bombs! You do not want to let those suckers latch onto you. They will not let go. Bam! Freeze them, and then shoot them with a super missile. And always kill one on screen before you go move on, so you don't have multiple on the screen chasing you down. Does it actually sound like this, or is it the awful emulation? I'm pretty sure it just sounds like this. Oh, shit, that was a bad idea on my part. I think at that point, Captain N, no ice beam or super missile is gonna save you. Now check this out. Something doesn't seem right in here, right? All these are enemies we've seen before, but something's off about them. Oh my god! Kill it with fire! Ow! Now we know what happened to all those. Time to run! Oh, it's got me. It's like something you see on the Discovery Channel. Oh, when nature attacks. Son of a bitch. And for some reason, it stops. You tried to kill me, motherfucker! Come back here! So the Metroid has, the baby's grown up. He's not a baby anymore. And you saw what happened to all the other things, but for some reason it stops. It's because it suddenly recognizes you and realizes you're its mother. Because that's what it thought when it was hatched. You were the one there, so it kind of imprinted on you, or you imprinted on it. Now, conveniently, they give you restoration here. So it realizes at the last minute, like, just before it kills you, I know we had reserve tanks, but, you know, imagine if you didn't have those. And then it goes and it fucks off and lets us live another day. They give us one more save point. And then this is it. Yeah, overall, the baby ends up having kind of a rough life. Only that one in particular, though, kick-ass. That was the one that we had brought to the station before, and the one that Ridley stole. It's just all grown up now because it's been feeding off of fools. And then finally, Mother Brain. What I usually do is I'll freeze the shots so they leave us alone for a while. And then fill her up with missiles! Hold up, let me... Now, for showing off something, I'm making a save state here. And I'm going to move the save state over. I want to show you guys something later, but we're going to beat this normally first. Mother Brain's pissed! Fill her up with missiles! Running low on missiles. What's that? Oh my god! Mind crush! Well, there goes all of our missiles and shit. Now we have to resort to charge beam shots. Can't touch this! Well, she's hacking. All she's doing is hyper beams. Ah! You're supposed to wait a turn in between each attack. I'm trying to get up. I can't. My legs don't work anymore, guys. Ugh, my legs. Ugh. I'm done for. I can't go on. Surprise, motherfucker! This isn't Punch-Out. Come on, little Mac, get up. Yeah, get sucked on. Sucked her dry. Yeah, take a seat. But now what? Oh, now he's gonna eat her! First she was eating her, then she's gonna eat me! Oh my god! So the baby Metroid, who's all grown up now, is actually helping us. Because it realizes, oh, it's mommy, I gotta help her. I felt really bad at this part, playing this as a kid. Because even I understood what was happening. Baby Metroid isn't looking too good, so fucking Metroid's gonna get the fuck out. Or not. It's so sad. But the baby leaves us behind one last gift. If you actually look at your items, now we have the Hyper Beam, which I can't even select. We have the Hyper Beam now. And now we're gonna kill Mother Brain for killing our baby! Before, she was taking damage. Now, Mother Brain is fucking shrieking. Yeah. How does it feel? You took away my only child. You monster. I cry every time. Yeah. Fuck you. Teabag, 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 teabag. Yeah. But it wouldn't be a Metroid game without the escape sequence. Suddenly there's a time bomb set, and it's going off in 3 minutes. Such a cool escape sequence. And she's like, oh man, I beat the final boss. I'm like, what the fuck? Now, I could go all the way up through there and weave, or just fucking Shine Spark up this way. Bypass all that bullshit. Can't do it here, though. Now the big question, save the creatures or not? I'm gonna save them. Because I want to show it off. Shit. Oh, gotta make it dramatic. Gotta fall down. Oh, losing time. I'm doing it for effect. It's not because I'm incompetent. Alright, I'm gonna clear the path. Save the animals. AGDQ style. Almost messed that up. Because you only get one shot at using that hallway to do that. It's really nice to be able to zip up. Jumping up, that's annoying and slow. If you don't save them, you can't get 100%. I don't know about that. We might be able to test that out, though. But, now, oh, if you had noticed, all the doors and everywhere else, they're all sealed. You can't open them. Even if I were to, like, go through the left of this wall here, the door down at that end, that's all sealed off. But for some reason, you could come down here, and for some reason, this door is open. I never knew about this as a kid. This is the only passage that's still open. No, I'm gonna show it off elsewhere, bro. Now, the creatures that helped us out earlier are in here, but they're trapped, and so are we now. But with the hyper beam, you can blast open the wall. They're gonna get the hell out and somehow live in the lava. So now we freed the animals, and now we can escape. It's always a thing during those speedrun things where there's always like the poll, save the animals or not, and people will vote one way or the other. I will say, since we have a minute here, when watching speedruns of this game, this is one of the most tense parts because you'll have speedrunners come out, they'll land on the ship, but they're trying to like, they're trying to get on it. I've seen speedruns fail world records because they muck up getting down into the ship for time. It is one of the worst ways to lose a world record because you just fucking fiddled about and couldn't get down in the ship. I've seen it happen, and it's heartbreaking to have a world record pace lost because you didn't get in the damn ship. Yeah, in Fusion, they actually save you. It's hard to enter the ship. Also, look to the middle and to the right. Right there. I meant to point out before. If you saw here, I'm gonna do a rewind so you can see it. Pay attention right there on the middle right. Look at that pink dot that shoots off to the right. Those are the creatures that you saved. Because remember, that one thing can do a shine spark and zip away. So that little light beam, that's them escaping the planet. If you don't save the animals, you don't see that light beam leave, and they blow up with the planet. In Fusion, you see them on the ship, but in this one, they escape. I guess all the little three critters, they're riding the bird thing, and he shine sparks his way the fuck out of there. Oh, that's right, they help out with the ship. In Fusion. That's how that happens. I forgot. That happens regardless. This was an extra thing in this one where you either save them or you don't. The thing about it, though, is your first time playing, your priority is probably to get the fuck out. If you're looking at all the doors, you'd see, oh, that one's locked, that one's locked. You wouldn't even bother trying to check anything. You see a timer, the bomb's going off, you're getting off the planet. Most people, excuse me, I feel like would end up skipping down there because why would you bother to check there, not knowing that they're leaving the animals there? But for anyone who actually knows the game, it's like, that's the choice. Save the animals or don't. If you're going world record pace on a speed run, you don't save the animals. Unfortunately, sorry, they have to die. Time was useless because I didn't even start it. Not that it matters. Well, I mean, you're not the one killing them, but you're leaving them to die. But the thing is, a lot of players may not know that they're doing that. A cold, heartless, speed-running killer. All speedrunners of Super Metroid are cold-hearted killers. Now, they showed my time clearance for the game. It was 3 hours, 47 minutes of game time. You get something extra if you beat the game under 3 hours. Something that I would never have been able to do as a kid. Now, I knew this wouldn't happen here, especially with me fumbling about. But you get a little something special for beating it under 3 hours, and I'll point it out where it would come up. Samus takes off her helmet, gives you a little thumbs up. And then she blasts you! And now you're dead! "100% items. There are speedrun categories, I think, for lowest percent, you know, getting the bare minimum items and stuff like that. Now, what I'm gonna do is make a save state here. At this point now, there's nothing else for me to do. That's it for the game. There's no like new game plus or anything like that. But now that we're done with the base game, I want to show you guys two things. Now, making use of save states, I'm gonna load this one, because this is what I wanted to show. I had mentioned this before. I'm going to show you guys the murder beam, or the VAR beam, as it's sometimes called. This is the best place to really make use of it, because you really can't use it in much of the game. This is probably the best place to do it if you're going to make use of it. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to make some save states here. Normally, you can't have both the Spazer and the Plasma equipped. It just doesn't work. You can turn the other ones individually, but these can't be equipped at the same time, unless you cheat. What you need to do is have both the Spazer and the Plasma, have at least one of the boot upgrades, because you need to be able to get the cursor down here. The idea is to press left and A at the same time, and if it's like on the right frame, you'll trick it out. It thinks you're trying to change a boot, and it allows you to switch the Plasma, and then it gives this weird VAR thing, because like, this is not normal. You're not supposed to be able to do this. This activates what people usually call the murder beam. Here's the problem. I'm gonna make a save state with the murder beam active. This is what happens when I try to fire the beam at her. It breaks the game. It's essentially soft locked now. This is why I'm gonna use save states. This is how you have to use it. Switch to the X-ray scope. Hold A so that I'm X-ray scoping. I'm gonna hold the shot button now, and I'm gonna let go so that it charges, and then fire. What it does, supposedly, is, one, it's going to mess up the graphics, and you can see kind of right here, from what I understand, it creates a pillar of damage, essentially. So if you do it, like, underneath Mother Brain here, you can just get free damage in on her, and the murder beam is just constantly hitting her. The thing with the murder beam, though, is you can only use it in certain ways, because otherwise it'll break stuff. So, like, this is the best place to do it, because you can kill her with this, and then leave the room and have no consequences for having used the murder beam. You really can't use it elsewhere. Now, it takes a bit, but the idea, though, is that it's doing the work for you. Now, it works. Alright, she's actually doing the other thing, so I'll go ahead and let her blast me. Because this whole time, the murder beam is going to stay there. It's also causing some lag, because it's hitting her still, so it's lagging the game. Now, she's going to have to blast me again. Which, now that we're past the sequence, it is a scripted fight to a point. You need to damage her enough to make her go into this phase, and then you can't dodge. She's going to blast you. The end part will trigger with the baby Metroid coming in when you get low enough on HP. It is possible to get damaged in such a way that you end up at this oddball HP range where it's not low enough to trigger the next part for the cutscene, but her beam is too much and kills you when she hits you with it next. I've had it happen as a kid. There's just this weird range of HP while that'll happen to you. Now here we should be low enough, because now if I try to get up, it's like, oh, I can't. You know, my legs don't work. I don't know if speedruns actually use the murder beam or not. I'm not sure which is faster. I'm gonna go and let the sequence... Now see, the baby Metroid came in, you just can't see it because the graphics are warped. It's not the... Oh yes. Her hyper beam, that's also a good point, Coolio. When she hyper beams you, it depletes your missiles, your power bombs, and all that. Not just your HP. You can still hear, though, that the... Now, I'm gonna speed button for time's sake. It's all the same. Baby Metroid, you can see her once in a while. Now, the baby Metroid dies. The murder beam is still active, and look, it's still hitting the mother brain. Now, the thing is, I can't turn the murder beam off anymore because it's stuck on hyper beam now. But I think I can actually fire. Now, you can't really see it, but I am firing the hyper beam. And the mother brain would eventually die to the murder beam, but it's not as fast as the hyper. Just to show if it can do the final hit. And you can see why I placed it the way I did, because she's got to stick her head in that range, which she's not. She's being a jerk right now about it. Well, okay. She didn't die to the murder beam, but you get the idea. So that's the murder beam. I want to show you guys one other beam. Now, this is why I made a save state up here, and I'm going to move some save states around. So this is, before we went to Turian, this is when we have 100% of the items, but we have not opened the way to Turian yet. I'm going to show you guys one other beam hack, beam glitch, that I can't get it to fully 100% work to show what I want, but I can show you the idea behind it and part of the effect. This thing can be used in a couple of different areas, but I'm going to show you, I think one of the more common ones. Dr. Robotnik's mean beam. It's kind of hard to say. Mean beam. That's a tongue twister right there. This is a good example of where you can show it. Come into this room here, shoot the door open because you're gonna need it open. I'm gonna use save states to help me out. Similar concept. Here's the difference though. Turn off the wave beam, and then do the same trick. There we go. So I'm gonna make a save state because this can also crash. So, it's essentially the same as the murder beam, just no wave. Now, what happens if I fire this beam? Well, this is called the space-time beam, and everything gets fucked up and really slow. But, if I do it and then walk through a doorway, it crashes the game. This is what happens for me most of the time. It's dead. It's dead, Jim. But what can also happen, if you do it in certain other rooms, which I'll show here, you get this kind of effect. Samus's feet are there, and the game is soft-locked again. Actually, I can make a save state right here. I want to show her, like, going through the floor. Yeah, get damaged. She's damaged. She's in the floor. She's sinking into the floor now. I'm gonna speed button this. Oh, that looks great down there, doesn't it? How far can we go? Wow, we're really... This looks like shit. Well, I'm effectively stuck here. But there's two other effects that can happen in this room. I think it might actually depend on emulator. There is a way to space-time rewind. You fire this, you go through this door, the world will revert back to like when you first arrived on the planet, but you have all of your stuff. So the power is off, it's dark, it's like the game just started, but you have everything that you have already. With that, you can actually show off this whole thing with this third I-beam thing. I can't show that off for you guys because it just, no matter what happens, I just keep crashing. But I'm going to try a couple times here, and I have a save state that will... Now, I can tell by the top layer, that green stuff, it's going to crash. But sometimes you'll shoot when you're in the doorway, so it doesn't trigger. Which actually, also, if I charge up and then release, it also breaks the game. But if I get the right one, here we go. Now watch this. We're at the end game sequence. We space-time rewind forward. Here's the difference. There's no timer. And there's no one else here. Lava is rising. Now I have to take the normal way up here. I guess I actually do this. So remember what you were saying, bro, about the 100%? Technically, we haven't gone... Oh, now I'm going to rewind. I'm rewinding because I'm dumb. I forgot to take off the beam. You have to take off the beam before you can continue. Because otherwise I can't open the doors and stuff. Yeah, the place is ready to blow. It triggers the end sequence. Now I'm going to leave the animals behind. Because I'm, as we've already established, I'm a cold-blooded killer. A cold-hearted. Cold-blooded and cold-hearted killer. And I'm gonna speed button. Oh no, the planet's blowing up. Now watch, you won't see the... You're not gonna see the... There's no pink light. See, nothing zipped away. Which means the animals are dead now. And the operation was a success! Technically, Mother Brain is dead because the planet did blow up, but... Now, if I speed button through... We'll see our percentage, and I think it's going to be 100. Still 100%. I'm sure someone who's actually much more knowledgeable about the game could tell you about whatever flags get turned on or not for where it counts percentage or anything like that, or what can make a difference. But I wanted to show off rewinding time to the beginning of the planet, but the most I could get to trigger was crashing or fast forward to the end sequence, which I didn't know was a thing. Exactly. I activate the self-destruct, baby dies, Mother Brain dies, everything just dies. Nobody lives. Right, because the animals aren't an item for collection, so they don't count as part of the thing. I'm pretty sure, bro, even without glitching, if you do it normally and you don't save the animals, I'm pretty sure it's still 100%. They're an extra thing. Oh, the other thing I didn't mention, because I alluded to it a bit, if you beat the game under 3 hours, at the end part where Samus takes off her helmet and gives you the thumbs up, instead, her whole suit fades away, and she's in her, black bikini or whatever, and then, I think she, stands there and, maybe flicks her hair, and then jumps back and then is in her suit and then shoots at you. So if you beat it under 3 hours, you get to see Samus with less clothing, which is basically what you saw when you die. It explodes, and you can see she's wearing whatever underneath, but there you get, a front view of her. A nice little incentive to try to beat the game fast. But I knew that wasn't going to happen for me. And there's no way for me to show that off. Because I don't have a save slot or save state or anything like that with a fast time. And those are the things I wanted to show you. The extra bits. How could I not show that? It's because I'm not that good, man. I was too slow. Instead of too fast, too furious, too slow, too dumb. I just couldn't do it, man. I don't deserve 100% for letting those animals die. Nintendo makes a hottie, gets angry, and then makes more. Right, Nintendo can say one thing, but we know what's up. The X-rated ending. It's gonna give this game a rated R. M for mature, R for you ain't playing it, kid. There are a lot of other glitches and fun things you can show. Um, I wanted to show two of the more well-known things. The murder beam is one of the most commonly known ones, and then the space-time beam. I know I had heard of it before, but as I was playing this for you guys, I kind of was like, oh yeah, that was the thing. So I looked it up so that I could show this to you guys. I just wish I could have shown you the other thing where it actually rewound the time. But yeah, it's a cool game. Some people say that, it hasn't aged well. I personally don't think so. I think the game is still fun to play. Now, maybe that's just partly nostalgia talking, but I mean, it's a really fucking broken game. Speedrunners and all that have found so many broken things about this game, but for me, that also makes it really interesting. There's a lot of cool tricks and skips and shortcuts and glitches and bugs and things that people make use of. It's crazy. And even to like this day, every once in a while, someone discovers like something new. Can you show the mock ball? How about frick you? No, I can't. I couldn't do the mock ball before, and I can't do it now. You haven't aged well. Yeah, well, I'm right there with you, Coolio. All right. That's the game. That's Super Metroid. It was really fun to play this game again. And man, I was terrible for the first half, especially not remembering where half the fucking shit was. It's got good atmosphere. The gameplay is fun. The controls, there are some things about the controls, but they're not terrible. The controls are fine. At least I feel like. You get used to it. You got the different weapons, the abilities and the power-ups you get, the bosses, the music, the environment, the atmosphere, the fucking end sequences when the Metroid fucking attacks you, and then it's fucking Mother Brain. One of the other things I wanted to show, but it's way too hard to execute, is when you come into the room with the baby Metroid, when it eats, there's a thing you can set up. It'll eat that other guy, and then it's going to come at you. The game is scripted for him to home in on you and snag you, kind of no matter what. You can actually, manipulate his position to make him kind of slingshot and yo-yo around you and slowly make your way over to the left and get to the exit. It's very tough to do, but if you can actually get over to the left and get out of the room without him latching onto you, I believe it's faster than letting the sequence play out normally. I think it's a speedrun tactic. So you can do the baby Metroid skip, but it's very hard to do, and I was able to do it one time with save states. I was able to get out of the room after reloading and getting close to, bunch of saves and loads and rewinds. I got out of the room one time without it latching onto me. Many times, I got right up to the doorway, it would latch onto me, and then I'd roll out of the room. I technically skip it, but because he latched onto me, my movement speed becomes bugged, and it's super slow. So then I learned you have to get through that sequence without him even latching onto you. And it is not easy to get through that final part of the door without him snagging you a little bit. It's very hard to manipulate him in just the right way. But it is possible. And my brother's saying it is faster. That was the other thing I thought about maybe showing, but it's way too hard to execute, and I didn't want to spend too much time on it. So we're also getting close to 2 hours here for the whole thing of this game. So it fit in nicely for the stream, the end bit of this here. I don't have to go to a fourth session for this. I would say it's not frame perfect, but it's very, very unforgiving. There's very little room for error, especially when you get to the final end part where you got to get up into the actual doorway because it's not at ground level. At little end part, it took me so many tries, way longer than I intended to try to do, but I did eventually get it one time. So I could just say once in my life, even with save states, I did the skip. I saw how you could do it. Executing that live on the fly without screwing up, though, God, you got to get really good at that, because that would be stupid to get your run to kill the run there because you failed the skip. Yeah. And then you take a photo of you doing the Metroid skip and you show it to Nintendo, and it's really blurry, and they're like, what the fuck is this? And you're like, I did the Metroid skip! And they're like, what the fuck is that? Because nobody had discovered that yet. Anyways, see you next mission. Alright. that is Super Metroid, and I'm going to close the game. We are done playing that for tonight. Let me put that up. I'm gonna kill the emulator. Somebody call for an exterminator. Yeah, the speedrun tricks in this game, they are insane. And there are frame perfect ones. Like, believe me, like, it's... Super Metroid has been, like, broken down, like, so much. In so many ways by the speedrunning community. And it's one of the most heavily speedrun games, like, ever. You know, like, Mario 1, Super Metroid, like, those are ones that just, like, so many people have done that. And still continue to run to this day. And every once in a while, somebody makes some kind of new discovery or makes some, you know, tactic humanly possible, like performs it in real life, and suddenly you can save 5 seconds in the run, and everyone's scrambling for the world record now, and just shit like that. It's crazy, and to me, it's fascinating. All right. Oh, before you go on fire, I think, guys, real quick before you go, we have 2 more weeks before I'm going to start Febtoberfest. Right now, I am very busy and very tired and very stressed from work and stuff that's just kind of going on. I think what I'm going to do, guys, is next week I'm going to take the week off. So, because it's either that or the one after. I think no stream next week, but the following week, I'll stream again. I'll do a one-off thing, and then after that one is when we get to Febtoberfest, September 30th. So no stream on the 16th. We'll come back on the 23rd, and then Febtoberfest starts on the 30th. Yeah, so for next week on fire, no worries. I'm gonna take that week off. I need some extra time because right now my life is just too busy with stuff. So I'll catch you the following Thursday. Yeah, if you want to, Coolio, feel free. I will not be for next week then, so if you want to make use of that time, feel free to. Because I need to take a week. I honestly thought about maybe even doing it for this week because it's just been that busy, but I wanted to finish this game. Night on fire. Just take that off. Good question, Captain N. Hold off. Hold off like we usually do. So hold off for next week's. Give me another one the following week after. I'd say let's hold off on the puppet for just a little more, only because I don't want to start that and then interrupt it during the Febtoberfest, because I had mentioned before that during those sessions, during those weeks, I'm going to make use of this normal 30 minutes of chat time for the games instead, because I'm trying to fit in as much game time as I can. So we wouldn't be having time to chat about like those. So hold off on those until we get to after Febtoberfest. And then, like I said, for next week's, hold off on the episode until the following, and then we'll catch up there. So much we gotta plan out and coordinate. Yeah, that's also kind of the thing. It'll give me some time as well, because I just I need time to relax. I need time to plan and prep stuff. I've done some prep for Febtoberfest stuff. A lot of the main preliminary stuff is not all 100% like ready yet. But at least I've kind of started that. So I need to make sure I spend the rest of the time during this month to get done what I need to for that. Because I want to be ready. I don't want to be having to fuss with anything as we go into October. I want to be ready to go. But that takes time. So it definitely will give us some time to hype it up. Yes. Especially for you, Kick-Ass. I will continue to upload the Megamari and that is a good point too, because part 2 and 3 are done, and I've edited those and rendered, but they'll continue to go up on the Tuesday. So this coming Tuesday, part 2 will go up, and then the following Tuesday, part 3 will go up, and then after that, we'll be rolling into Febtoberfest. Toad Tuesday will go on pause for just a little bit again during that month, for 2 reasons, because I want to focus on that month for that, and also I might use that time slot for something else. Because besides the streams for the Febtoberfest, the 5 that I know that we're doing, I want to also try to put up some other stuff at least. Not too much, but I want to have something else that also goes up during that month to kind of help fill it out. And I need time to prep and like record and do those. Hand motions. Yeah, because we'll definitely get to those, Captain N. I just don't want to like start the 1 week and then say, okay, we got to put it on hold for a month while I'm focusing on this. I want to be able to do it in succession, week over week, kind of like just how we've been kind of doing now. So that's why I don't want to interrupt those yet, because I know those will it's not gonna be done in one shot, right? And Kick-Ass, for anyone else who maybe has watched any of the Mega Mario stuff, I know you had watched it, Coolio. Parts 2 and 3, Part 2 is longer. I don't think I cut out anything out of Part 2 for Mega Mario, but man, does it not go as well as Part 1. You'll be able to see by the length of the video, it's longer. Excuse me, I think it's like a little over an hour. And then Part 3, I had to edit Part 3 because I want to say the raw footage for Part 3 is like 2.5 hours. I think I trimmed it down to like an hour and a half or something like that. It's nasty. I didn't want to cut out too much because I want you to see me having to struggle and learn how to do those, all the parts and all that. To a point, but then there's other stuff where it's like, okay, I'll save you guys having to watch too much of the same thing over and over and me failing, so I cut out some of it. I just had to. I feel like I have to have this balance between showing you guys the struggle but also making it watchable enough, So this week's episode was Ear Today, Gone Tomorrow for Tales from the Crypt. The best part for me was when he fucking turned into the owl. I legit jumped a little when his face fucking just BAM! And the beak just fucking came out. I did not expect that. It completely caught me off guard and it made me jump a little bit, which was fucking awesome. It was a good episode, and I mean, the poor guy, but at the same time, I mean, like, life of crime, man. That's what happens. Oh, I do, believe me, I know. As we've been getting closer and closer to October, I've just been like getting super hyped about it. I'm getting, kind of in the mood, like I'm getting ready. It's like we're almost there. I mean, I've been thinking about it since we did it last year. Because when we did it last year, it was kind of I don't know, I can't remember when I came up with it. It might have been, I don't know, within like, say, 2 months of October. I can't remember at what point I had the idea. And then we made it a thing. And it became the new tradition for the channel, essentially. And it's kind of like, man, I really have to wait an entire year before I can do this again. It's just like, but it makes it all the better. Because if I did it all the time, it would lose some of that specialness to it, right? It wouldn't be a special event if I did it all the time. That just makes it all the better when we finally get back to it. Like, I had so much fun last year doing the Goosebumps. I did Goosebumps. I showed you guys the God of Crawling Eyes. We did Masao, or we did the Witch's House, which was my favorite, and then Masao, which was also really good. And I got new ones lined up that I want to show you guys this year. We've kind of talked about them quite a bit, some of the ones we kind of know are going to show up, but I have some that I'll play that I have not explicitly mentioned. horror game called Claire. Definitely haven't played it. Don't know if I've seen that one before. I want to say the name is familiar. I might have heard of that one, Kick-Ass. You should totally do it. Yeah, when you see the parts Kick-Ass, if you enjoyed suffering in the first, there's way more of it in parts 2 and 3. A lot of internal, like, rage quit, like, just like, oh, this game. Like, I was having fun, but I was also getting frustrated. It was a mixture of both, for sure. But I had to push through. I had to finish the game, and I was super determined. And I eventually do it, and it felt good. But it was a struggle, for sure. Way more than I bargained for. Yeah, as soon as I saw that the wife had the cat eyes, and then the dude fucking shot her. He was just like, nah, the money's all mine, bitch. Pow! And she's like, oh, you shot me. I knew she was not dead. I was like, because we'd also watched the other episode with the dude with his 9 lives because he had the transplant thing with the cat. Same idea. So I was like, she ain't dead. I feel like she knew that's how it was all going to play out and had it all planned. Which, I mean, ultimately, they really kind of did. Yeah, and the other guy, he screwed himself but he made use of all of his lives. He intentionally, like, used them up for money. She was holding on to those, which is how I would do it. If I had 9 lives, I wouldn't go wasting them. I would just sit on them as nice reserves. It's kind of both, right, Kick-Ass? To me, it's both been fast, and it also feels like forever. It's really weird when it feels like both. Like, Febtoberfest feels like just yesterday, and at the same time, it feels like a lifetime ago. Will you tell us what some of you have planned? Just curious. I think we know. I'm doing Ebe. We've kind of talked about it. I think we had talked about it even last year, and I know On Fire would definitely be looking forward to that. Ebe is definitely on the list, and I know you know that, bro. I don't know. I'm not going to mention all of the games. I kind of want those to be a secret, but I don't know. Do you guys want me to keep it a secret, or do you want me to tell you guys the first game that I'm going to play? Because Ebe is going to be in there, but we're not starting with that. I do know the rough order that I want to go in, depending on time and all that. I could give you guys the first one that I'm going to play, though. He wants to yoink some of my picks. Well, my brother's got some stuff planned as well. Funny enough, I am playing a horror game to kind of start getting in the mood. One that I wouldn't end up streaming. One I'm just going to kind of play for myself because I did that for some other ones. The one I'm playing right now just for me is one of the ones that my brother might end up doing, which could kind of work out because if he does it, I could then be kind of like his little guide and give him hints if he needs. And so far, I've been having a fun time with it overall. But so in that one, it's like, you know, I'm not telling him anything actually like directly about the game because he might end up doing it. So if anything, he's stealing my picks. It's not an actual pick I'd stream for you guys, but he's stealing something that I'm playing. Oh, you actually got a new cell phone? And it can... wow. I'd never done emulation for my phones, but that's awesome. Oh, you've been playing Mega Man Powered Up? Ah, I should do that. I know, I really should play it. Even if it is just a remake, I should totally play... I need to play that, I need to play the Mega Man X one, I need to play all those that I haven't actually touched. You can even play as the Robot Masters? That's awesome. Yeah, it doesn't show him. You mean he's getting cut up, right? And you see the blood splatter, but you don't get to see the kill there. I was kind of sad. It's like, ah, come on, show his head getting cut off. We don't get to actually see it though. Keep it as a secret. Keep it as a secret. Yeah, my brother was literally like, we were talking and he was like, don't say anything, I have plans for that one. And it's like, alright, let me just spoil it for you now. So I talked very vaguely so that there's no spoilers for anything. I'll keep it a secret then. It's I mean, I think you guys can pretty much figure though. It's what we did last year. Now, granted, last year we did the Goosebumps game, which was a completely different thing. But for the other ones we did, it's RPG horror maker games. Some people don't care about those kind of games. I think they have a nice charm to them when they're done right, and they can be legit scary and have really good atmosphere. And some of them are very jump scare heavy. Some of them are much more atmosphere and story. It's going to be those games. But which ones, you know, obviously, because there's a ton of them out there. Some are very well known. Some are very commonly done. Some of these you will probably recognize. Some you may not. Hopefully some you don't, because it's kind of cool if it's something you haven't seen and it's new for both of us. But at the same time, if it's a game you know, and then you're watching, you're like, oh, here it comes. And you guys know, just like for like the Witch's House and all that, you know it's coming and you know it's going to get me, but I don't. There's fun in that too. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing E, because that one got kind of hyped up from last year. Yeah, it's true. It's for some reason there's certain things they'll show right when people are getting killed. I mean, thinking about the episode, Captain N, with the lumberjacks, didn't we get to kind of got to see him getting sawed in half, right? I think they had camera cutaways, but didn't we still get to see a fair bit? I forget exactly how much they showed there, because I feel like some of the stuff they're willing to show, but other stuff they're not for some reason. I don't know. She had her son drowned in the Camp Crystal Lake. Those damn counselors weren't doing their jobs. They let all the kids die. We saw the vulture eat the guy's eyes out. See, we got to see that. See, and that's why I don't know. What's the limit? What's the criteria? What can they show and what can they not? What's too gory for TV and what's not? I don't know. Nanashi no Game for the DS. The PSP Corpse Party. I've mentioned it before, Kick-Ass. I want to do another Corpse Party. The one I played was just one of the versions of it. Corpse Party Rebuilt. There's like, you know, the original Corpse Party, and then there's like some of the more updated ones. And it's been forever since I touched Corpse Party. At some point, I want to do another one, whichever version it is. And it's been long enough since I did the LP for the rebuilt one that, yes, I remember parts, but not enough, I feel like, to where like it wouldn't be fun for me to play this other one. So I think at some point, whether it's videos or stream, I think we'll end up doing another Corpse Party at some point. Because I also kind of like, you know, I was interested in the PSP one and all the other versions, because there's a couple of different ones out there. And I don't exactly know how they're connected, if they're sequels or not, or remakes or spin-offs. I don't know all the details. I haven't like looked into it too much. Saw the guy's brain come out from... I also wonder as the show went on, because the episodes we've been watching have been from different, you know, points in time of when the episode's released. Depending on how things went, I wonder if, like, as the show went on, if they were able to, if they had more freedom in what they could show, just because, you know, what was maybe then, you know, years later allowed on TV or not. I don't know. Yeah, for you guys, and you guys remember Corpse Party way more than I do, which is it's fun though. Like, I'm really glad that I played that one. The main thing that sticks out for me is I just remember that I fucked up at the bathroom. I remember that was one of the major turning points where I fucked up and ultimately got characters killed. Because I did not save everybody by the end. I don't even remember how many survived, if it was just me. It might have been just me. Like, it's been so long. The edited version doesn't show the head come off, and that's the one I saw. Where they cut the camera away so you can't actually see her head. See, I need to see the unedited version, because that's gotta look way cooler. You rewatch it all the time. And I get that, though. I think we've talked about this before. For, you know, for the people that, like, I've watched, there's certain, like, LPs that, like, I don't know, I'll go back to and watch again. Even though I already know it, I've seen it maybe several times. It can still be fun to watch, and it makes more sense why you guys would remember more than I do, if you've kind of experienced it more than the one time. Whereas for me, it was, like, twice. Recording it, and then maybe, like, editing and watching the things back to make sure the videos are good. Like, and that's it. Like, since doing that LP, I have never gone back, like, to that game, essentially. And God, that was how many years ago now at this point? I don't even remember when I did that game. It feels like forever ago, though. I was not playing Don't Shit Your Pants. I watched, essentially an LP for that. I mean, it's like a one-off video. Which is kind of, and it was a funny video, but it made it like, but now I can't play that game for myself because I've seen everything now. That would have been, excuse me, a game that would have been fun for me to experience for myself the first time, having no knowledge, because, you know, figuring out all this stuff would have been fun for me. But after having watched it, it's like, oh, why? There's no reason for me to play the game now. It was the same for one of the Knit Stories games, Don't Eat the Mushroom. If you were ever interested in, like, the Knit Story stuff, if you've never seen Don't Eat the Mushroom, don't watch a video of it. Play it for yourself. That is an experience that you only get when it's blind. It's the best when it's blind. When you know the game, I mean, it can still, you know, be, it's charming, but, like, it loses a lot when you know it. That happened for me. I watched Proton John's videos for that, it was fun, it was entertaining, it was great, but I'm like, but now it's like, there's no reason for me to play that game. But it's kind of like, I wish I could, like, unremember all that, and then play the game for myself. Like, I never watched the video. I mean, it's so old at this point, but it was a neat little game. How many Friday the 13th movies are there anyways? I know there's like a ton of them out there. Also, when was the last Friday the 13th movie that we got? Oh, did I watch Deceased Crab? No, but I think Proton John, I think he referenced, wasn't it Deceased Crab who got him into the Knit Story stuff? I think he mentions that in the video. Mario Brothers 3, Corpse Party, Enclosure, Shadowgate. You know, okay, guys, part of me kind of wants to play Uninvited again at some point, only because it was the first one I ever did. Shadowgate came later, and then, you know, of course, I did the Deja Vus, you know, but it's been forever since I played Uninvited. It wouldn't be blind, because I'd be like, okay, I recognize those things, but it's almost like I kind of would want to relive that a little bit. I don't know. I don't know if that would be something worth doing, though, since it wouldn't be blind. But it's almost like, because it was so long ago and it's the first one I ever did, part of me kind of wants to, like, do another run-through of that, kind of like for a nostalgia trip. I mean, I did the same for Aversion, right? I've done it for other stuff, so it's kind of like, I could do it, you know, if it's been enough years. So maybe at some point, I might just kind of do a run-through of Uninvited for fun. We'll try to speed run it. Speed run. The remake was shit. That's what I heard. I feel like those movies, like Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street and all that with Freddy Krueger, I feel like trying to remake it now, I feel like Hollywood would just fuck it up. And they just wouldn't compare enough to the originals. I don't know. I feel like it's not impossible, but it's kind of, you know, the originals are such classics in a lot of ways. That's a hard thing to kind of try to remake and not you know, and do it justice. I feel like for me, it kind of depends on the game. Some I feel like are better suited for doing a blind playthrough, while other ones might be better when the player knows it or maybe is knowledgeable or really skilled at the game. It depends. I've done the mixture for my channel, right? Some stuff has been blind, some stuff I try to be kind of informative and try to show everything off. And other ones, like, I'm very familiar with and I'll just, like, you know, riff on shit. It just depends. Things like these horror games and all that, like, I don't want to know it. I feel like, you know, it's better when I don't, because that's how I'm going to really get scared, which is where that entertainment comes from. Or something else like, you know, the Journeyman Project Turbo. That one, I want it to be very informative and very thorough and really show off all of the game, you know, so that it just depends. I kind of know by just, like, whatever game it is, I kind of know in my head what would best suit, at least for me and my personal style, because everyone's style is different. So there's no hard, fast rule to it for me. I should try the classic version of Uninvited. It's slightly different. Ooh, Coolio, that's actually not a bad idea. That would also give me more incentive to play it if it's the classic version. That wouldn't be... I don't necessarily care to go back and do the classics of all the other games that I've done for the Mac Venture series, but doing it for the first one I ever did, but doing the classic would give me more incentive to do that. I might actually go with that. Because then also you can kind of compare to the differences between the two. I mean, yes, it's going to look a lot older, but I mean, well, that's kind of the thing, right? It's the original. In the remake, they remade that scene of her getting decapitated, and yeah, see, and that's why, you know, especially if they're trying to recreate scenes, you know, especially iconic scenes, there's just so much room to get it wrong. Or at least just based off of, you know, history with Hollywood with stuff, you know, it happens often. And that's it. The actresses and actors, right? So you say like Betsy Palmer, it's like you remake it. It's like, you know, they obviously it can't be the same person, and it's kind of like you'll be comparing it to the original. And for a lot of people, I feel like it won't be as good. Whether it's just because of that actor actress's performance, or just, I don't know, the way the director, you know, directs it. The ruby doesn't kill you this time. Man, that would be the one thing. I would not fucking be getting killed by the ruby. That is the one thing that we learned playing through the first time, at the very least. Ruby, bad. No saves coming for more turns. You run out, you run out. Oh, okay, so it's not like the NES one where you die, you come back, okay, your death timer gets rewound a little bit and you can keep progressing forward. It's literally just your time runs out and then you're dead. All the more reason why we would not take the ruby. Or take it and then immediately throw it away. Throw it in a trash can. Oh, wait, the ruby was added for the NES version to replace the fact that the game eventually times out? Oh, wait a minute, you're talking about... Ooh. Ooh, the ruby just... the ruby. The classic just has a straight-up, like, built-in timer to it. Well, at least if we knew what we were doing more, could still maybe make that work. I don't know. I'll have to think about it then. Or if I can, like, use save states or somehow, or something like that. Well, but I guess, what would I have to play the classic on? Is it, like, DOS? What is the old one, available on? What can I even play the classic one on? If the movie wasn't going to make it and have sequels. That happens sometimes. People will be like, you know, they might... It both happens, right? They think this movie is going to be a success, and then it flops. Where other ones think like, oh man, that's not going to be that great. And then turns out they're wrong, and it becomes either an actual, like, box office hit, or even like a cult classic. She did it because she needed the money. Well, it kind of lucked out, right? She lucked out, right? It ended up working out in her favor then. if it became as successful as it was. I bet she's glad. In a way, I guess she would have been glad that her car broke down, because it gave her the reason to do it then. It sounds hardcore. Oh yeah, I think I saw that those were on Steam. I wonder if the Steam versions would have any kind of like tweaks to it for leniency for that kind of thing, for like being able to like save or like, you know, because I'd hate to like be, you know, halfway through the classic version and then die because my timer is just up now and I have no saves to like redo it proper and I have to like start from the beginning. I just wouldn't want to have to like do that, you know? Do I plan on doing also the timer's up, guys? We're gonna wrap up here. We really are in just a minute. But do I plan on doing Myst for the channel at some point? I still would like to at some point kick ass. I feel like doing the whole series would be too much. Kind of like doing the Journeyman project. I still, you know, would like to eventually someday show like Buried in Time at least. Because that was my favorite one. But for the Myst series, I could definitely do the first one because it's not like super long. Doing Riven and Exile and Beyond, that's so much more work. I'd love to do it, but realistically speaking, I do think at some point I would like to do at least the original Myst. Some variant of it, at the very least. Because for me, that's like the most classic. As much as I loved Riven, you know, and I liked Exile and all that, for me, the original has like a special place in my heart because that's where it really got started for me. It was in the early days of me doing adventure puzzle games like that, and it started a whole big trend for me, and when I started collecting those kind of games. So I definitely think at some point I would like to do Myst. I just don't know when and how exactly I would do it, but something it's on the list. It is on the list of eventual possible, maybe someday, who knows. If you were to get decapitated, would you feel the pain? Would it go so fast you didn't know it hit you? I think it could honestly be both. I think it's very possible that you... Don't they say, like, getting beheaded, like, you know, when it's, like, instant like that? Like, you really don't feel anything? You know, you might, for a split second, start to feel, but by that point, then it severs everything, and it just, like, you stop. I would think it'd go by so fast you really wouldn't have time to feel it. You can save literally any time, multiple saves. So maybe like with multiple saves, if I could make that work, that way at least if I had to backtrack some. But again, I don't know, something to consider for sure. But I do like the idea of that, Coolio, because it would be kind of nice to see the classic version compared to the NES. So I'm just catching up on that. Also, the music is dead. But all right, all right. It's 9:30. I do want to wrap up here for tonight, guys. Because I am tired. I am tired from this week. It has been a long work week, even with the holiday. So let's wrap up for tonight, guys. Your neighbors are partying. Throw a ruby at them, kick ass, and tell them, here, hold on to this. Trust me. I'm a big tire. I'm a big zero. I'm made of rubber. And I've got balls of steel. But thanks, guys, for coming out. We finished it. Like I said, next week, I'm gonna take the week off. We'll come back the following. We'll do a one-off. I already know what I'm gonna do for a one-off for that stream, and then we'll finally head into Febtoberfest. Yeah, that's actually a better idea. Throw a Metroid at them, but just be careful that the Metroid doesn't come back for you. But thanks, guys, for coming out. Bro, On Fire, I know you already head off for the night. Piggy, Coolio, Captain N, Kickass, Magus, Anonymous. No Mag tonight, but hopefully we'll catch him. I'll definitely put up in the title that next week is a week off, since he wasn't around. So he'll see that. Um, and we'll eventually get to this Febtoberfest, guys. I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, let me know what you find out, Captain N. Yeah, thanks for coming out, guys. Have a good night. I'll catch you guys 2 weeks from now. Well, I guess besides the Mega Mario will still go up, but stream wise, 2 weeks from now. All right, guys, have a good one. I'll catch you guys later.